with the Honourable Jopp, may I say my honourable friend, in terms of the...
Now let's watch this Tory MP Lincoln Jopp serve up this ultimate cringe at this week's PMQs, where after Rayner had finished, laughing at the mic gargling Alex what's-his-name, she answered questions from backbenchers, and Tory MP for Spelthorne, Lincoln Jopp, showed why he's your classic Tory.
The Spelthorne litter pickers are an outstanding organisation of 1,000 volunteers who do great work up and down my constituency, come rain or shine. And last week they were awarded the King's Award for Voluntary Service. Would the Deputy Prime Minister, the Government, indeed the whole House, like to join me in congratulating the Spelthorne litter pickers and to thank them for all that they do?
Mr. Speaker, what can I say? I absolutely agree with the Honourable Jopp, may I say my honourable friend, in terms of the Spelthorne litter pickers, and say what an important role across all of our constituencies where local communities come together and volunteers help, in particular young people as well do a lot of this in our constituencies, Mr. Speaker. So I think across the whole House we congratulate them on their award and those that do the voluntary work and support our community.
Now, the reason why I said he showed why he's your typical classic Tory is because he seems to think that cleaning streets should be voluntary work. Yes, to me, he seems to think that us plebs should do this for nothing after our 25-hour, 8-day-week pittance pay shift. And as somebody who did work for the Bradford Council for 30 years until 2017, where I had a finish on incapability due to emergency spinal surgery, but up until 2010, as somebody who did work in this type of field, the council had funds for projects for communities like community cleanups and projects like Region 2000, where I was a project supervisor, and I quite enjoyed it. And you would also see a community sweeper in your area as well. Well, then after 2010, I wonder what happened then. The funding was drastically reduced to a point where you had the contract you signed the year before ripped up in front of your face, told here's your new contract on reduced terms, and if you don't like it, there's the fucking door, because there'll be somebody else who will sign it. And if you have a young family to support, what choice do you have? And I still keep in contact with some who still actually work there to this day, and they basically told me that they work practically part-time on a skeleton service where you rarely see anyone cleaning streets in the community, and they basically stick to main roads because that's all they can manage in the time allocated. And if you want your street cleaned, you have to ring in. Now, was I impressed with Rayner's answer? Not really, because I would have just replied with, don't you think those volunteers who do this in all weathers, as you say, should be paid a living wage and should be working for the local authority and not be volunteers? And when she viewed him as a friend, now I know full well there'll be people who've watched that on my channel, and that will rub them up the wrong way, and I see your point. But also, as somebody who has friends who have vastly different political views to mine, rightly or wrongly, it's something I don't get too pent up about. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Was this the most cringy question ever? And if you enjoy everything in House of Commons, Select Committee meetings, give us a like and subscribe, and I shall just bid you farewell and take care, my friends.